All right, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to New York session. I hope you're doing well. Today is Wednesday, the 25th of February 2026. February is almost done. We've got 2 days more, and then February is done, and then we're in March. Time is running. Okay, so let's start with the dollar index as usual. Okay, so dollar index, I was actually anticipating them to attack the previous week high. Now, based on the daily, it looked like that might be the case. This previous week high, 98.07. It seems that might be the draw on liquidity, but it's, again, I would say subjective. Reason being, we have Trump speaking at 2. Let me see if he's already spoken. Okay. He's already spoken, so that's fine. Then we don't have any high impact news today. Tomorrow 1:30 is when we have high impact news, and then Friday 1:30. So today might be normal price action, and looking at how price has already taken out the previous day's low and then the previous day's high, with price rejecting in here, which was a fair value gap. I was actually anticipating today to go somewhere down here, but what I anticipate versus what is happening, two different things. So what I'll be waiting for is how price is gonna react with this auto block here. Right, we took out the previous day's low and then rejected. So let's see how price is gonna react with this pullback during the New York session. Ideally, I would say go long on the, is likely to go down, probably to attack this equal low. Yeah, and the opposite is true for euro as well. We took out previous day's high and then we rejected. We've traded 3 days down candle here. So yes, I think somewhere here should likely send price down, probably, but I'm not really a big fan of euro for today. I'm not a big fan of British pound either, because from the daily perspective, we kind of stuck in that small little consolidation. So my eye is on this pair. I had a trade this morning on that to go here, and it probably might be a little bit too late for you to get in. I think maybe yesterday I couldn't make it because I had some family urgent stuff to do, so I couldn't make it. But yeah, during the day they did go down aggressively, leaving this breaker here. So landing session, I shorted up here, and then I'm expecting. So that's the, I think, only trade that I'm looking out for today. I'm not really convinced about euro and the British pound, so I'm leaving those alone. Gold, I'm not convinced either. on that. So be careful if you're trading gold. I'm not a big fan of where we are now. I think we took out the Monday's low and rejected. So for a real buy to happen, let them go the safest way to buy. Either than that, I'm not convinced. So I'll leave that up to you. Personally, I don't have anything on it. Okay, if I do, I'll let you know, but I don't. So this is gonna be just one of those pairs I'll be leaving on the sidelines and then focus on other things. Now, crude oil, on the other hand, I'm interested in it. As I mentioned, this is supposed to form the low of the week, and then we go up. We did dip into it here twice, and with today taking out previous day's low, we're currently above this up candle here. So maybe this one can also give us a long to attack this equal high, and then at the same time trade deeper into here, 67.74 with partial above this equal high. So that might be one of the setups that can be added to maybe the euro pound going down. Okay, so those two, yeah. Yes, I was looking forward for them to go and attack previous week low before going up, but that wasn't the case. And similar to the euro and the pound, I'm gonna be on the sidelines because this gap supposed to send price down, but we spent almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in that small range, and I've taken 2 hits on this already. All sells that I took has been stopped out. I haven't tried a long yet, but almost all the sells that I took has been stopped out. Yesterday, I was anticipating them to trade here. Let me go to 15 minutes. Yeah, right here. I was anticipating them to use that to go down. Right, so I had a sell limit, and yeah, they've taken me out this morning here because that's where my stop loss was. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone for now, and then I'll probably come back to it when I get a clear indication again where it wants to go. Now the reason for my selling was because of this drop. Okay, that drop, that's the reason that I sold, but it didn't work out. So I'll be waiting to see how price is gonna trade here where we currently are. Do we trade through or do we reject again? Whichever one happens, then I'll take a trade. Now preferably tomorrow, because if today closes bullish, tomorrow during the 2:30 to 3 p.m. London time, I think they will form a buy, and then that can be used for a long to continue going up. Okay, so my advice, if New York session between 2:30 and 3, if it gives you a range and then breaks out, definitely use it. Like for example, yesterday I was actually looking at this, but the range that it gave was too big. So 230 was here, and then 3 was there. The range was too big for my liking, so I didn't take any trade with that. So today, if they give you a range during the 2 to 3, then by all means engage with it, okay? And then we'll see what price will give us after we will see. All right, so my advice, just leave that one alone for now. Okay, moving on to Australian dollar. Australian dollar, as I've kept mentioning, supposed to be going up to attack this high here. It's 0.71590. That is, I think, where price is drawing to, and we just probably what's the word, preparing to launch a big move to the upside, because this is all accumulation taking place. So it's just a matter of time, and then price, it could be today. If you look at the H4, we had a big push pullback, and then price is rejecting, so we could be pushing up today. So keep an eye on this for 0.75. If we can close bullish today, then definitely tomorrow it's a buy scenario. Okay, so if you don't get an entry today, then wait for tomorrow for a buy scenario. Dollar yen, I didn't anticipate what happened today. That was not my anticipation. From the weekly perspective, we are still pulling back into this order block here, so we're meant to be rejecting, but we will see, because this big move here, it's not expected. I didn't expect that at all. So yeah, dollar yen, let's wait for a break of structure on the 1 hour, and then we can start looking for an entry. And then the cryptocurrencies, let me remove. So there is a gap here. So we're going to continue going down. This is just a pullback. Price will reject and then continue going down. So don't get too excited about this move. 57,693 is still where I think price is gonna go. Okay, so from this gap, we're gonna continue going down. Ethereum, same thing, we will come down here. Just watch. I think today probably we might be coming down soon, because if we go above, if we close if we close above the up candle, then we might be sideways market. Okay, If we close above the up candle, then it's just going to be sideways market, not bullish, but sideways market. Same thing with this. It meant to be coming back down again. If we close above the up candle, it's just going to be a sideways market, not bullish yet. Bullishness will be confirmed when the Bitcoin market actually confirms that it's going up. Okay. XRP, not a fan. Hype, you can see where price is reacting off from, right? But I think it's not done yet. We might have one more move to the downside. Consider that the Bitcoin market is not ready to go up yet, so we might come to the next gap here or this order block before any move to the upside can happen. And then what I'm also seeing is potentially the monthly candle closing bearish, and then next month opening, taking out the low, and then we're going back up again. So maybe this might stay inside the gap for now till end of the week, which is in 4 days time. Okay, so in 4 days time we are meant to stay bearish like this, and then next month we might come here, we open, we come down and reject, and then go back up. Charge key is charging up. So narrative wise, you can see what I was expecting for the month was this, something like that, and then reject and go up. But that didn't happen because they did react off from the breaker or mitigation block here. So my draw on liquidity still stands at 0.000066356. That is my draw liquidity. So let's wait and see when we get there. Okay, and then finally the AI16Z. Nothing has happened yet. Yesterday nothing really happened, so I will show you when something interesting happens on it. For now, nothing interesting, so I'll leave that one alone. And then back to this, focus on crude oil, and then focus on, I think European is almost there. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of them too. Now if you trade them, that's fine. Let me quickly, it depends, because we are only here till I think the next 2 minutes and I'll be done. But watch how British pound is trading. We took out the Asian session low and it's going up. How this 1 hour candle closes is gonna give us more information. From the H4 perspective, it will activate this as an order block, and if it happens, you can use that for a potential trade. A pullback into the gap here can be a potential setup. That's if the 1 hour candle closes, especially above the landing high. Okay, if it doesn't, then scrap everything that I said. You can only use it if we can close above the landing session high. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you same time tomorrow for another live session. Until then, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.